morning, Interwebs. It is like 6 in the evening on Friday, and I just finished making that heap of scraps. That's the heap from the other day. I figured I would finish out all of them so I could compare, just because I wanted to see what they all looked like when they were all together, to be honest. But here is the stack of bags waiting to meet their final destiny. So bags and zippers. And then I guess I need to cut out interfacing, which is there, that roll. So I need to break that down. Take interfacing for the bags that need it, and then not for the ones that don't. So I guess at this point I have to organize myself, and I probably make a list or split them up, or I don't know. I'll do something to work through getting these started to becoming their fully formed bags. Today has been a lazy-ish day around here, which has been delightful. I did do something exciting this morning, though. Let's get it out so you can see, because I'm excited. I finished my Sands of Change Afghan. So this is 3 Karen Big Cakes in the Nightberry colorway. I think that's like about 1,800 yards of yarn, and it's delightful, and it's big enough. I mean, it's not as big as I was hoping, and it's not as big as the other one that I made, and I actually didn't finish the pattern. I just finished the yarn that I had, and for the most part it lays flat-ish. It doesn't lay super flat through this part, and honestly I think it is the pattern, not me. When I was actually looking at it, I don't think that there is a way, a gauge, that will make these stitches indicated lay completely flat to do what they're trying to do. I have a decent amount of experience with manipulating stitches, and I just don't think that in the amount of space they have that they will do what they're supposed to. But they lay flat enough, and I don't mind the not flatness. I'm just glad that I don't think it's a mistake on my part. I think it's the pattern, which happens. There are some stitches and some ways of putting things together that they don't lay flat. And I actually like to manipulate that a lot, because there's lots of things I don't like making flat because people are not flat. So a lot of garmenty things, I like to have some texture to them because I think they wear nicer, but that's neither here nor there. This is done. That's where this is. And that is exciting. I do need to wash it. I've already woven in all the ends, but I'll wash it and then hopefully get it off in the mail next week to my nephew. But yeah, that was the excitement for today. Did that. Also picked up some yarn that I had purchased the other day. I mentioned it's already here. Well, part of it's already here. I need the 3rd order to come in before I can start playing with it. But that was exciting. And like I said, you will see those yarns as they become relevant, basically over the next year, because I basically bought a year's worth of yarn, or yeah, a year's worth of yarn that I'm buying, I think, unless something drastically changes. I bought it all this week. It was an investment, but I think it'll be a good thing in the end. Alrighty, I am going to go and firstly clean up this mess, and then I will get cracking on organizing myself and cutting down some interfacing, because that'll be the next big push to getting these things done. And I'm super excited to cut up this fabric. Did you know that cutting the bags is my favorite part? I know that lots of people don't like that part, that's the part that they find stressful or whatever, but the cutting and the I like to match the colors in general, but the cutting and the stacking and the ironing, that part I like. The sewing can be a little tedious. I don't mind it for the most part. I do not like turning handles very much. That is the low point of all the bags, turning the handle. But I like all the other parts, but the other parts can be harder on my body. Sometimes my body does not like sewing for long periods, even if my brain wants to. But this part's just generally fun all around. Okay, off to clean my floor, sort myself, and then we'll see what happens with the rest of my evening. I am going to chat with some friends tonight, so that'll take up some time. And Steve and the kids have been out playing in the yard and Steve was using the tractor to flatten the driveway some. He took me up to the post office, so he drove me down it. Is it flat? No. Is it flatter? Yes. Does that mean it's at all flat? No. But it's getting better, and at least I feel like now it's not just all going to erode away, because we'd gotten to the point where there was just a river running down our driveway. And I assume every time it rains right now, the water table is so full here that any, like, small bit of water just makes it gurgle up out of the ground. But, okay, to do things and be productive. Be productive. Be productive. Be productive. Do you have that chant in your head whenever somebody says be productive? Because that's what I think. Okay, off I go.